Hello, 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 Amber Coleman.
Hello, Miss Laci. How we doing?
Good. It's Wednesday. We're going live. We try to do this as consistently as we can every Wednesday and Friday, but for whatever reason, I know what reason. We'll talk about what reason in a minute. We've not been able to go live in the last couple of weeks, but I'm super excited that we're back, and we're going to continue to try to get back on our normal schedule, regularly scheduled programming, if you will. But I'm super excited. So happy Wednesday. It has been a crazy couple of weeks. So while we let people join and come on live, I wanted to just kind of talk about how's things going in your world when it comes to loans and all the people that we're helping buy homes here in Vegas?
Honestly, it's going beautiful. People it's crazy to see the movement into Vegas right now.
Yeah.
So it just makes me like our city is turning into something that it never has been. And I don't think it's stopping. I don't think it's stopping.
Yeah. It might be my fault. I've been screaming from the rooftop since I was 9 years old that
You're a good cheerleader for our city.
For sure. For those of you just joining us, my name is Laci. This is Amber. We are here to kind of talk to you about what the hell is going on in the Las Vegas real estate market. We try to do this every Wednesday and Friday, not only just with updates about the market, but we share new loan programs, new free money programs, all kinds of really great stuff. If you're a first-time viewer, please do us a favor. Make sure you subscribe. There's also a link in the description or the pinned comment. You can reach out to us if you want to chat, because Amber and I, we don't care if you're moving now or 10 years from now. We just want to talk to you today, because we really want to be a part of your journey to Las Vegas if this is, in your plans, I guess. So thanks for joining, Amber. I'm super excited as always. And I'm stoked about today because we're going to give a real update on what the hell's going on in the market.
Yes. Thanks for having me. I'm always excited to come on YouTube with you, Laci.
No worries. Before we jump into that, I have a small soapbox that I want to stand on for a moment, if you will allow me to. Is that cool? Are you good?
Let's do it. Let's soapbox it up.
If you enjoy my soapbox rant, there's a phone number at the bottom of the screen. You can text me. We can set up a phone call. We can chat. We're really just excited about bringing the hope of homeownership to you, as well as just kind of exposing the truth behind what's going on in the market. So many headlines around the world are telling us something different than what's going on here. And don't you agree, Amber? Or do you agree, Amber? I should say. That was very leading. Don't you agree? I'm like a lawyer. Do you agree that, as we look at the rest of the country, I'm seeing reports that Florida is lowering prices, and we're starting to see things happen around the country that everybody assumes is going to happen in Vegas. And we're always the anomaly. I don't know what it is about. Well, I do know what it is about Las Vegas, because she always liked to be different. But Vegas is always the anomaly when it comes to the rest of the world. And specifically right now, so many people are looking at inflation and rates and all these things that, the headlines are telling them to do. And they're starting to see momentary experiences of that happening all around the world. But it's not happening here. Would you agree with that?
It's definitely not happening here, because I like what I feel about Vegas, and some of me hopes I'm a little bit wrong on this, but I feel like Vegas will be at California prices within like 10 years. That's what I feel like.
I hope we make it to 10 years, girl. I think it's going to be sooner.
I know. That's where I want to be wrong, right? Because I would love to be able to see it continue to be affordable, but it's like we have so much to offer here with all the entertainment, all the jobs that are coming in, and the fact that with like the Hollywood 2.0 that's coming here, and the fact that we have no state income taxes. And when I compare like our property taxes to other states, we're doing really good on property taxes. So it's more affordable to live here right now, but then that's causing so many people to come over there from high cost places, like California and New York, where the state taxes are really high and stuff like that, so it's definitely driving people in. And I think our prices are going to continue to climb up over the next several years.
Yeah, a couple of things. So the soapbox that I think that I want to stand on first is that, there's a lot of people sitting around waiting for some big shift. They're watching, like I said, they're living in Florida or living in other places. They're looking at all areas of the country, and they're seeing the headlines come true in some areas. Florida's lowering prices, which I don't even know if that's true. That's just what I'm reading from headlines. Florida's starting to lower prices. Values of homes are dropping, all this stuff. And that's just that's not okay to be applied to Las Vegas, because it's not happening here. And we're going to walk through and show you the numbers to prove that it's not happening here in just a few minutes. The other soapbox that I want to get on, and this is a selfish one, so sorry, Amber, I'm just going to do it, is that Amber and I have run into a couple of you guys out in the wild, right? Which I love. I don't know about you, but don't you love running into people that watch the channel?
So fun. It is so fun.
Super fun. So for me, there's like so many awesome moments that we get to have with people in person. You know, being a part of your journey is a very big deal for Amber and I. We take a lot of time out of our life and our work, honestly, to do live streams and do videos and to push out content because we want to help you. We really, really believe that you should be able to own a home. We really do believe that it is possible. And we don't take no for an answer. We're like dogs with a bone. We're like, you know, we're going to keep it in our mouth until we get it done. The thing that's sad though, is when we run into people in the wild and they say to me, and I know they've said it to you, you're the reason I moved to Las Vegas. I've been watching your content for 4 years. I just bought a house in Summerlin. And I go, what? You did? First of all, amazing, amazing, amazing. Why didn't you call me? And I always feel bad saying that because I don't want to make somebody feel badly, but inevitably, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you call me? Do you like how I censored myself? I did good on that one, right?
Good. I liked it. Yeah.
So a couple of people have said to me, and I don't know if you've gotten the same, Amber, that a lot of people say, I thought you were too busy. A couple of people had no idea I was a realtor. I'm like, it's everywhere on my page. How can you not know? And this is less about money, although we do need to pay our bills too. It's more about, this is really my passion. I want to be a part of your experience from day one, whether it's now, 10 years from now. I don't care when you're moving here. Please call. I don't care. It's just pick up the phone. The phone number's right there. Call. Let's text. Let's talk. Let's get on a phone call. We want to help you from beginning to end. And that means you got to reach out. We are not too busy for you. We are absolutely waiting for you to reach out. And it's like this happy, sad, bittersweet moment of like, I'm stoked that you live here. I'm so happy that you watched the channel. I'm so happy that you are loving your life and that you listened. But I'm sad that we didn't get to be a part of it. And I'm sad that you're now not integrated into our system and our community where we do events and we connect people and all the things, right? It doesn't stop after we sell the home. What do you think? Am I being selfish saying that?
No, it's not being selfish. To be honest with you, we give tidbits on, YouTube of like, here's what you need to know, right? But when you talk to us directly, you find out what you need to know personally. Like you get so much more. So let's talk. Like, don't be afraid. We're here like human beings. What you see is what you get. We're here to talk, and we truly want to be able to see you guys get to your end result in home ownership. We really do care about home ownership and want to see you do it.
Absolutely. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox. I felt a little selfish saying that, but it happened twice to us in the last couple of days. And I was like, guys, come on, man. What do you think we're doing this for? So all that being said, super happy to be back today with you, Amber. I'll stop complaining. I just, I don't know. I just like meeting new people, and it bums me out when I get cut out from that process. And also, of course, the financial aspect, but more so than ever, it's about like, I get to win. I get to be a part of it with you. I get to hand those keys. Oh, you're taking my joy. You're stealing my joy is what's happening here. So let's talk market. Let's talk the market real quick. We're going to get in and out here pretty quickly, guys. If you have questions while we're live, drop it like it's hot in the comment boxes below. We are going to talk to you at the end of this stream. We're going to answer all your questions. If you have to leave early, no stress. This gets posted after the fact. You can come back and hear your question be answered by us if you have to bounce. And if you're just joining us, my name is Laci. This is Amber. We are here to help you find your way to Las Vegas. It is our dream, our goal, our life to help you not only relocate, but relocate and land softly in a bed of feathers where we can cradle you and welcome you with the Las Vegas neon binky and make you happy about living here. So super excited. So Amber, when it comes to the market, when I said before is we are an anomaly. Las Vegas is an anomaly. We are always going to be the different, the kid on the outside, waiting to be picked or whatever, right? We're always going to be different. Florida, I've heard, as I've said it a couple times, is starting to lower prices. I guess that's what they say in the news headlines, which I shouldn't trust, but that's all I have to go off of. When it comes to Vegas, that's not happening. So what I'd like to do, if it's okay with you, Amber, is I want to do a few things. I want to run us through the some market reports to look at what the Las Vegas Realtors Association is stating is our median home prices and where we stand on inventory. And then I definitely want to talk you guys through a fun exercise where I'm going to show you where the homes are located within certain price brackets. Are we game?
Let's do it. Hey, you know what I think Las Vegas is? She's like a redheaded stepchild.
Well, you might know something about that. Look at you.
I do know something about that. And you know what? There's no stopping the redheaded stepchild because she,
man, they've got fire coming from, top to
because like think about it. Vegas was like fighting for everything for so long. Now we got teams. Now we got this. Now we got that. now that she's there, there's no stopping her, man. I do know something about the redheaded stepchild.
Love, no stopping. No one does it better. Sorry, I had to do it. Does anybody know that song? If you know that song, drop it in the comments. Real quick, I just saw a comment I think we should address right now because it kind of piggybacks off of my little soapbox. Les Morris says, wish Laci could help with a VA home loan. Les, I can. We can. Yeah. This is what we do. See what I mean?
Maybe we need to do a video on VA loans, you know?
I mean, even if we do, someone's going to assume we don't do it. Guys, we do it all. We do it all, and we do it better than anyone. We are the best around. Yeah. Nothing's ever going to keep us down. I'm in a singing mood today, girl. All right, let's jump in. This is enough of the BS. All right, I've wasted, what is this, like 5 full minutes on this stuff. Okay, so let's talk about the market. So I want to take a look at this a little bit differently. I have taken 2 reports, and I want to show you the difference between January, the beginning of the year, when everybody thought, we even thought rates are going to drop, things are going to be great, things have changed. Let's talk about January for a minute and see if we can look at what, I think this is it. Yeah. See if we can look at what the heck has gone on since then. So as of January, this is December numbers. So keep that in mind, guys. So this is December numbers looking into January. That's how we always do. We have to look backwards. Even though we have a crystal ball and it's pretty amazing, it's sometimes foggy. We always have to rely still on the numbers. So as of January, our median home price for new listings was $490. We were seeing the sold listings go for about $445, but both of those numbers were up from the previous year. So just if you can take a look at that top section, in the blue, that's what I'm looking at. The effective availability was 2.5 months essentially, which is down 40% year over year. So it means effective availability is the inventory that's available for you to shop within. This does not include new homes. So we'll talk about, that in a minute, but this is just for resale homes in Las Vegas. This paints a really big picture. A really healthy market that's balanced. You want to have 4 to 6 months of effective availability or inventory. We, as of January, had 2.5 months-ish. Our median home price for those new listings was $490. And at that time, we were seeing people negotiate and make deals because it was the end of the year and, all the things, right? That's what happens in the wintertime everywhere. A little bit more of a deal. On the condo front, we were at $275 for the sold units and $289.5 for the ones that were listed. So not as much of a differential in terms of negotiability because it's already a lower price product, but we were definitely $289 for what we were listing and $275, still solid, right? Again, 2.5 months of available homes to shop within. Now let's look at last month, which is April. Let's at the changes that we've seen here.
Crazy.
So we effectively, I'm going to literally go back and forth. So this is January. Let's look at the top section, the blue section, okay? Yeah. 445 median sold price, 490 median listed price, 2.5 months of effective availability. We're just looking at the top. Now let's look at now. So we've seen a little bit of a difference here, right? Our median price for new listings has gone up a pretty big amount. We're up $8,000 on the median, and we're down. We're cut in half on effective availability, essentially. I mean, we're genuinely down. This is crazy. When it comes to condos, I'm going to go back. I'm going to just do this back and forth. We're going to look at the bottom section. 289, 275, right? Go here. 290, 290. So what that tells me, there's not much negotiability left when it comes to condos and townhomes because they're already a lower price product and people are clamoring to get anything. So they're all going and they're competing for those. I still think we can always make a deal. So I don't want you guys to think you can't get a deal. However, with that being said, look at the numbers, guys. Where the inventory is shrinking, which means people are out shopping again. It's spring. That has something to do with it. We're almost at summer when everybody wants to move, but everybody's out shopping again, guys. This is no longer a time where it's like, I can wait. I'm going to see what's coming. Oh, I'm going to wait till the rates drop. Look at what's happening. The prices are continuing to go up in 4 months, in 4 months time. That's what we're looking at. Any thoughts on that?
That's some crazy stats right there. I mean, that kind of backs it up that Vegas is
booming,
definitely moving in a direction kind of like California did in the past.
A lot of people call me. I don't know if they say this to you, but I speak a lot. So Amber does all the loan stuff, which is awesome. She's the wizard of loans. You guys, you have no idea how brilliant this woman is. Also, I don't know if I've said it yet on today's episode. She's ranked number 166 in the nation for loan officers. I only work with the best, just going to put it out there. So for a reason, right? Amber's been doing this a long time, and she is a very effectively just probably one of the smartest outside of the box thinkers I've ever met in my entire life, and does not take no for an answer. She will do everything in her power, even if it means staying up till 3 a.m, which we try not to let her do, to get you approved for a loan. So if you're going to work with anyone, why not work with somebody who's been through it on their own and who's going to fight for you? All that being said, Amber covers numbers. I don't do numbers. I don't do math, but I cover and talk to people about the house prices and the process of negotiation and what can we get and all the things. And inevitably, I have a lot of people reach out to me and they say, well, I've been seeing that prices are dropping. I'm watching Zillow and I'm seeing a lot of price reductions. And I chuckle and I say, you're right. You are seeing a lot of price reductions because you're seeing people who are not listening to their realtors, who are wanting to get what their neighbor got 2 years ago because they're going to make that money. They're listing their home to test the market at way too high, and then they have to drop it to get it sold. If they're doing what they should do, which is listening to their realtor and being really good about being educated about the process and letting us do our job, they would list it appropriately and be selling right at kind of where they're listing, because we know how to look at the market and look at those numbers I just shared and appropriately price your home. So just because Zillow's showing price reductions, you're not clearly, just let me put them up again so we can all just, be really real about this. Clearly the prices are not going down. They are going up, 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 and the inventory is going down. And when the inventory gets even lower, the prices are going to skyrocket. If the rates shrink, which we'll talk about in a minute, I don't know if that's going to happen. It's going to get even worse. So this isn't meant to be like an alarmist conversation. This is meant to be a very factual conversation with the numbers in front of us to let you know we are here. We want to be a part of your journey from day one, whether you're moving now or 10 years from now. But beyond all of that, we have the information in front of us and we can help educate you on what the right timing and what the right deal is going to be for you to get what you need and what you want.
Love it. Yes. The other thing too, I'm seeing, like when I see contracts come in on my side, I look and see, okay, how long were these houses listed? Mm-hmm. They're not listed for very long. So price reductions in certain, I don't even know where people are seeing price reductions at, but like in certain like price points, they're sold pretty fast. It looks to me like.
Absolutely. I didn't actually look at the average time on market. I'll try to pull that up while we're talking today, but if not, we'll talk about it next time. But regardless, guys, if it's a good home, anything above or anything, below 600 and in between like the 400 to 600 range, if it's good and looks good in the pictures, it's gone. It's gone. That's the bottom line. Let's talk about rates really quickly, and then I'll jump back and show you guys the available inventory in the price points that I want to review with you in a second. Can we pull up that thing that we were talking about earlier?
Yeah. So here's the thing about rates. Let's pull up the graph on it. So one thing that I was looking at recently is, let's look at this is a 50-year graph of rates, right? So you can see in the 80s things went crazy, right? But what I'm looking for is what the trend is. And looking at graphs like this, what I realized, because we've been in a really nice market since about 2011, right? Mm-hmm. So since 2011, it's been beautiful as far as rates. We've had 3s, 4s, COVID, it hit like 2s, right? So that was definitely an anomaly right there.
You got a sugar high. You got a sugar high, remember? It was like
sugar high, for sure, which is basically keeping our market stable right now because all those people that have those rates aren't going to sell anything. But when I'm looking at this graph and having gone through business, over the past 22, 23 years, what was unnormal in the market was where rates were between 2010 to 2020 and 2021. That was where it was not normal. But if we look at where it is right now, like at the end of this graph, we look like we're in pretty normal range for the United States. So people are stating that they're going to wait till rates drop to what? Because right now we're back to normal and we've been put back to normal. And the fact that people bought houses and will not sell if they have below 4% rates is keeping our housing market moving up. And so I believe right now we are in the new normal. And this graph would show it based off of future, past history of what we've done.
I mean, just the middle of that graph, I'll put it up here. The middle of that there we go. The middle of the graph alone is right to your point, right where we're sitting right now. Like we're making our way right to the bulk of the last, 50 years, since the 50s or whatever it is. So, I mean, that does paint a pretty crazy picture. And I think anyone who, I'll admit, earlier in the year, we take a lot of we have been, at least in the past, take a lot of our education and our information that we share with you guys from the Fed. If the Fed says they're going to do something, we blindly believe that they're going to do it. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But inevitably, every Fed meeting, we were even doing meetings like these live streams right after the Fed meetings to give you the update right away. But Amber and I kind of had a conversation today, and we're like, it's smoke and mirrors, guys. They're not going to lower the rates. We thought they were going to. We even came to you and said the rates are going to get lower. Why would they do that? Why would they do that right now? They're not doing it.
It definitely looks like it looks like smoke and mirrors, because think about it. All they have to do is say one thing and the market moves with it, right? Like the market moves in huge ways depending on what they say, what the Fed says. Like this week, a lot of Fed members are coming out and speaking, but what the downturn of the economy caused the rates to go low, right? And they couldn't really raise them, because I saw it happening. Sometimes it would start hitting close to 5 and then everything would stop. So COVID happened. People got into houses that they'll never sell because those rates are never going to exist again. And that's keeping our market normal.
That's what's keeping our inventory low, guys. Normally we would have much more turnover, much more availability to shop, more choices, right? We want things to be evenly balanced. We want everybody to get a deal. That's not happening right now. Our inventory is suppressed because why would you sell a home at a 3.5% or 4% rate and then buy a home for an 8% rate, right? Not that those are the rates. I don't know rates, but whatever, right? Like making it up. Why would you do that? It's a wash. It's a completely backwards way of thinking. So they're not doing it. So they're staying in the homes. They're sitting in those homes. They're going to sit in them until they decide that they have to move, or until there's a better deal out there, which we don't believe there's going to be a better deal for a while. Yeah, I know with you, Amber, I know for a few months we were really kind of, we want the rates to drop. We want things to
absolutely.
We want price, we want everything that you guys want, right? We don't love that this is the way it is. But what I've noticed is there's been a level of acceptance that's started to happen over the last couple of months. Have you felt that as well?
Yeah, people aren't really talking about the rates as much anymore, because it's like it's happened for a couple of years right now. And mind you, we'll see peaks and valleys where they'll go up, but they're staying within a certain range when they're going up. They're moving up and down in that range. To wait for them to hit 4 again, but I don't think people are even thinking like that right now. They've pretty much accepted that the rates are going to stay high. I think that what we're just trying to say is that if you're waiting for the impossible to happen again, I would just hate for you to see, by the time you figure it out that we're going to be moving like this, then I would just hate to see you lose out on home ownership and watch rent continue to move up too. Because what are our options? Rent or buy, right? We all need housing.
Yeah. I think the other thing too is, we're watching rent prices go up in certain areas of town as well. So a lot of people, when you say they're waiting for the miracle to happen, they're waiting for, this big, wonderful thing. The impossible thing is the idea of buying a home in a few years. If right now you're possibly going to be able to do it, because buying a home in a few years, it's going to be, maybe rates come down a little bit, but the prices are going to already be much higher because of the way things are moving. So once again, I'm going to throw this up on the screen and then I'm going to jump into something else here. But guys, once again, these are January prices based on the Las Vegas Realtors Association, which sometimes can differ from other sources, but this is what we're working with today. 2.5 months of availability to shop from, median price for homes, $490, median sold price, $445. That was based on December numbers that was published in January. Now we're at $498. We've already bumped up that much. And we're at $469 for the sold price. So there's still a little bit of negotiability, not on every home. Let's just be real. But as we've seen, and especially in the condo section down below, no negotiability as much down there. And the effective availability is shrinking by the day. So, the more people that sell off their homes, they're done with it. There's not that many left who want to take the risk of buying something else unless they're moving out of state or something's changing in their lifestyle. So just want to remind you guys, prices are going up. So waiting for the impossible to happen is only going to be impossible to buy a home. It's not going to be impossible to do what you want to do now. So there's that. I don't even know if that made any sense, but you're fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's jump over to the MLS. I'm going to change the view of this real quick because I want to, I think, is this how I'm going to do it? Yeah.
You
I
know,
want to
this
make
is
it.
my favorite when you pull the MLS up, right?
Oh, I
I
know,
want to like
girl.
get in closer and like see it.
I love this. Okay, so I need to, let's see if I can go down here. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the MLS here for you guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to the search criteria and I'm going to select single family homes. I had just done 350 as a test, but let me just show you how many single family homes there are coming on the market now, or that are coming on the market or are active. I'm going to pull up the map. Now I got to zoom in. I don't know why it doesn't automatically just select all of Las Vegas. So when it comes to like, where are the homes available that everybody can shop from, right? Where's the most of the inventory? This is kind of where things are settling. We've got, it's gonna keep moving because there's 4,000 results, so it's constantly updating. But this is about kind of what we're seeing. Southwest and Northwest, as I'm constantly talking about, are booming, growing, booming, exploding, because a lot of new homes are moving up there. A lot of resale is happening because people are seeing new homes go up and they want to take advantage of buy down rates and things like that. So they are selling their home and moving. There's just a lot of movement up in those two areas. We're also seeing a lot of movement over on the east side and kind of over in an area that I didn't expect to see that much movement. These are people who have been in Vegas for a long time, older homes, where I grew up. I mean, I grew up on that side. Where did you grow up again, Amber? You were up over on the east side as well, up here, right?
Yeah, I was on the east side as well. Yeah.
Yeah. This is literally my hood right here. This is where I grew up. And so I'm starting to see all those homes that I used to look at, like those are where the rich people lived when I was younger. Now those people are starting to sell to move up or move out or do their thing. And then we've got quite a bit in Henderson, which is awesome. And a lot of Henderson is having a lot of movement happen in the Green Valley area and over on the East Henderson side, which is kind of, if I zoom in, you'll see a little bit better over here. So like East Henderson, right in the middle of Green Valley, like I just said. Oh, I got to zoom in a little more. This thing loves to freak me out. Sorry for this.
East Henderson, like Cadence, is that what you consider?
Yeah. So like Lake Las Vegas is up here. Cadence is right here. We got a lot of Cadence movement, a lot of stuff around Cadence. Old Henderson is what I like to call it. Some people call it Hendertucky. Depends on who you want to offend that day. And then you've got Black Mountain area, but a large majority of what's happening is East Henderson over by Cadence, which is the new developing area, and Green Valley right in the middle. So those are two really popular areas. I've, lived in both areas for the most part, most of my kids' lives, and they're both amazing. So, but when it comes to growth in Las Vegas, like this is where it's at. It's literally the outside edge, around the edge of the city, and all the way like a big C. If you lay the letter C, it's kind of coming around and creating growth there. Let's go look and see if people call us all the time. Let's talk about some of the price points. I've had people call me lately and say, I want to buy a single family home for $250,000 or less. That gives us 46 homes to choose from in all of Las Vegas, Pahrump, and surrounding areas. Let's look at where those homes are located. 250,000.
I saw one for 32,000. What does that house look like? You
don't want to see what that house looks like. That's all I'm telling you.
I know.
So right here is where you're going to find the houses that are under 250,000 on the east side, out by Nellis Air Force Base. Really, North Las Vegas has a bunch of them downtown. It's 46 homes though total, and that's inside and outside of Vegas. If I zoom out, a lot of them are in Pahrump over here. But you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8, 9 homes in the Las Vegas proper area that are under 250. Now let's go to 300. I'm just gonna keep on moving. 88. So we almost double, or maybe we double. I can't remember what the last one was. Let's look at where those are located. Under 300,000. Okay. It's going to include what we just saw. You expand a little bit.
Same areas mostly,
right? You're going to be on the east side over here, North Las Vegas, the east side of North Las Vegas, Nellis Air Force Base. Couple of things downtown, so that's cool. Some opportunities there-ish, but that's what you're going to get. So all the people that call me, I'll have people say, I want to live in Summerlin, but my budget is $350,000. And I'm like, that's awesome. You should have bought 25 years ago or 30 years ago. It would have been amazing. Let's look at under 350. So I'm sorry, it keeps zooming out. I don't know how to fix that, but gives us a little bit more to choose from, right? We're under 350. I think that's what I said. Yeah, under 350. So under 350, now you got some stuff in Henderson. Now you got options over here. I don't know what these houses look like, guys. They could be older. They could be lipstick on a pig kind of flips that people are doing. I have no idea, but you've got some other options that are opening up here. So this is really an exercise to just kind of show you truly what you can get for your money here in Vegas. I'm not going to look at individual listings, but in terms of areas, when you call me and say, I want to be in Henderson or Summerlin and I want to spend $400,000, there's not going to be a whole lot of options for you to choose from. And I'm telling you, the ones that I've gone and actually looked at in person within these price ranges, a lot of them are just in really bad shape. I'm going to be very real with you. Really bad shape. This is under, what did I say? Under 400. Let me do 400 to 600.
So basically, you can't be so picky, right? Like if you're in
Yeah,
low,
you gotta have realistic expectations. We gotta be
Yeah.
realistic, guys. 400 to 600,000 opens up an entire plethora of opportunity for you. Now,
Mhm.
I've seen a lot of client that you can go up in the Northwest. Still, by the way, Summerlin is not showing up on this yet, and that's 400 to 600,000. Look at that, guys. Summerlin's not there. Sorry, love you, not there. But what I've seen a lot of people do is, and I don't know if you're seeing that as well, is a lot of people are combining households and really like looking at how can we make this work? Like a
Yeah.
lot of people are just, let me put us back up here. A lot of people are just really kind of focused on how can we make this work? We want to move to Vegas. We want to take advantage of the tax structure. We want to take advantage of all this, property taxes, all the things, and we're fine. So I'm seeing a lot of families like pull their parents in to live with them and buy one of those homes with a next generation suite or a casita, or combine, bring the college kid back, and everybody's earning money to kind of help pay. Are you seeing that happen with loans?
I'm seeing it a lot. I'm seeing more co-signers than I've ever seen before to help. So more parents helping kids, or just co-signers, like different family members helping. A lot of people moving into the same house, so combining families and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely a different market in that way than I've seen in a long time.
Yep. Absolutely. So I hope that exercise was helpful for you guys. We're going to do that as often as we can. We definitely do, on Wednesdays and Fridays when we are able to be consistent, which we're definitely going to be doing as we move forward. We just it's been busy, you guys. It's been awesomely busy, which is why the prices are going up and why the inventory is going down. There's a lot of people that are accepting this is our fate. This is the rates. I'll buy now, and if it goes down, I'll refinance. And so they're out there shopping. A lot of people are shopping right now. So let's jump over to the comments, because we got a bunch of people up in here. If you have questions, drop it like it's hot in the comment box below. If you have comments, let us know. We're going to share some of those now. And as a reminder, for the love of everything, for the love of Christ, for the love of everything on the planet Earth that is good and healthy and wonderful, please do not watch our content and then go and use another realtor or another loan officer. We do this for you, but we do this for us too, because we want to work with you. We care about you. We care about your process. We really want to see you succeed. Period. End of story. Yes, we want to get paid too. Of course we do. But why wouldn't you pay the people that are giving you the information every day, all the time, and doing really awesome content? Then have other people take that and not do as good of a job for you. I've had people, and I'm just going to say this one last thing. I had somebody who works with my team who had a parent of one of our clients go and use another realtor, which is fine. You can choose who you want to work with. The parent called and said, please help me. My realtor sucks. I don't know what's going on. Can you please step in and help me? And we're not legally allowed to do that, but he gave them some friendly advice and da-da-da-da-da. So please, for the love of everything, don't watch our content and not reach out. We want to talk to you. And you're going to literally get me. When you text that number right there on the bottom of the screen, that's me. It goes right here to this phone. And I asked my assistant to help set up a meeting. It's me. I promise you get to talk to me. So let's do this. Okay.
And who wouldn't want to talk to Laci? Come on.
Look at me right here. You're like, who wouldn't want to talk to Laci? I'm like, it's me. I look like a crazy person. I hope somebody got a screen grab of that. That was horrific. Yeah. Why wouldn't they want to talk to me? Because now they think I'm nuts. That's why. So I am. Anyway. Okay. Let's look at some of these comments, guys. I'm going to start it from the bottom over here. I'm going to go down and then up. Chris Ray is here. Hey, Chris Ray. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Let's see here. We've got, Okay. Okay. Jonathan Factor says, I plan to retire in Las Vegas, but not for 9 or 10 years. Jonathan, I love that you're still keeping Vegas in your mindset. Let's talk. You may be able to invest in Vegas now with a second home or with an investment property and take advantage of the next 9 or 10 years of equity, so that by the time you move here, you either have a house to move into or a house you can sell and move up into what you want to move into. What do you think, Amber?
Especially if, like, what we believe is the prices are going to continue to trend upward, as we've shown in all these videos that we've done. Buying right now, you're locking in that price, and then you can do it as an investment or second home, whatever works for you, and then refinance when you're going to be living in the house as a primary residence. But then at least you're locking in the price.
Yep, absolutely. Really, really important, guys. Think outside the box. We're here to help you do that. Great comment, though. Happy that you're moving to Vegas. Let's talk. Reach out to me. Let's talk. Tracy Johnson answered my question earlier when I sang, there's no stopping love, no stopping. The Breaking soundtrack. Tracy, you get a prize. You get a prize. Text me at that phone number. Let me know what's what. I'll see if I can send you a prize. Les Morris says, contractors are buying up the lower priced homes. Yep. Contractors are doing it. Flippers are doing it. And also, hate to break it to you guys, but BlackRock and other big investment companies who are turning them into rentals are still doing it. FYI, they're just not doing it out loud.
Like, I wonder why, because they're seeing what we're seeing, that the prices are going to move up. They just have to remodel the houses.
Yeah.
So
Poop says, first of all, love your name. Awesome. love that you forced me to say that online. That's amazing, by the way. How many months until our apartment lease is up would be appropriate to start looking for a house? Great question. I'm gonna get on this one. Okay. So this happens a lot. I get really awesome connections with you guys. We have a conversation, and this is the question that comes up: is we are in a lease for the next 10 months. We just signed our new lease. It's a year away, whatever. It depends on what you want to do. So if you want to, we should talk sooner rather than later. That's number one. Number one, start with me. But if you want to move into a new home and want to shop for a brand new home and you want to build it from scratch, if you're living in an apartment, we need to start the conversation about 9 to 12 months out from when your lease is up. 9 to 12 months for brand new build from scratch. If you want to do a new home, but you want to wait because you want to take advantage of quick move-in specials, or you want to see if someone falls out of contract or something like that, you would want to be about 4 to 5 months out from your lease being up. And that's because a lot of the new home communities are available. They're either available like immediately, or they have about 2 to 3 months left to build. That gives us a month or so to get situated and start looking and shopping and all of that. If you're looking at resale, we want to talk to you about 3 months in advance of your lease listing, maybe even 4. So I want to talk to you now anyway. So we should just talk, but that's when we would start the actual process of looking at homes and shopping and discussing kind of what, and then going out and looking at homes will probably be within 60 to 90 days, because here's the deal is if you find the home you love at 90 days out, typically you're only going to have about 30 days to close that escrow to get it approved and get it, bought in on for the seller. So then you're going to be left with 2 months of a possible crossover. We can work with Amber to time the closing of your loan to make sure that it, you can skip a payment and things like that to time it out. But I would say that that's about right. What do you think on that, Amber?
Yeah, I think everything that you said, but also I think too, looking at trends, sometimes it's easier to see if there's a good point where we're telling you it's a sweet spot, right? If you have to break a lease to be able to get in a sweet spot, look and see how much that lease costs compared to how much you can gain by buying that house. So sometimes it's different. If you only have to pay a month to be able to break a lease, but you're in a market where you can gain a lot because there's been some shifts or something like that, it might be worth it. So sometimes I think let's talk earlier, because if we hit one of those sweet spots, it might be worth it if your lease isn't too nasty to break. Like some people have crazy amounts they have to pay in their lease, so then you probably just want to wait. But sometimes it's only a month to break it.
Good point. Really good point. I'm glad you mentioned that. We have a client that recently broke her lease 4 months in advance, 4 months before they close or before it ends, and she only had to pay a $500 fee. So it could be very minimal. Yeah, good point. Awesome. Good question. Okay, let's see here. What else? Johnson Rice says, your videos are always targeted at new home buyers. LOL. Everything you're saying tells me not to move. I have equity in my home. I want to move to Vegas, but exactly what you said. Why would I want to get into a new home loan at a high rate? I want to move, but I'm in an equity position right now, which is different from a new buyer. First of all, Johnson, thank you for always watching our videos. I love that you're tuning in and you're listening, right? Couple things. So about that, we are not always targeting new home buyers. I actually, Amber doesn't do a lot. You do some new home loans, but you really don't focus on new homes as a big part of your business. Am I right?
No, I don't. No, I focus on everything. Here's what I would say too. Like with you being in an equity position in your house and probably a low rate, with knowing that Las Vegas is increasing in value, look at it in a different way. Look at it as investment status. If you have a house right now that it's a low rate, has a lot of equity, that you can turn into a rental property or like a corporate rental property or something like that, because it sits in Vegas, and then move into something higher, to where you could, or something bigger or better in some way than what you currently have, then you're building equity in your life. So no, we're always going to talk to first-time home buyers, or because that, that's a lot of where the market is right now. But I don't think people should just stay in their house. I think they should keep their house and
Yeah.
buy another one and another
Yep.
one, another one. And maybe that's a great video for us to do next time too. So thanks for
We
the
should.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you read that differently. I thought it was saying new homes, meaning like new home communities. You read it correctly, probably, which is first time home buyers. So Johnson, you're right. We do focus on a lot of first time home buyers, but I also want to mention new homes. So why would you move? First of all, what Amber just said is what I would say to you on the phone. Please, whatever you do, if you can hold on to a piece of property, don't let go of real estate. Real estate is meant to continue to pay you for the rest of your life, not for these big windfalls, the up and down and all the stuff they put on TV. It's meant to be a portfolio of amazingness for your life. All that being said, everything she says, yes. But let's say you did want to sell your house. You could come to Las Vegas and take advantage of some new home communities that do offer amazing rate buy downs, that are offering awesome pay your closing costs, do all those things. It's not a guarantee, and that changes by the day. So that's something we would have to be really closely in touch with you about. But there's 2 or 3 options for you here. So I'm hoping what we're saying right now is not saying not to move, but it's saying move or don't move and invest, or move and leave that one as an investment, or let it go, invest in Vegas and take advantage of some of the cool stuff that's going on out here as far as rate buy downs and things like that. So there's like 3 options there for you, or 4, or however many that was. Good point though. And thank you so much for watching our content. Really good comment. And I think you're right, Amber. We're going to need to do a video about that for sure. About
Yeah. Thanks for the idea.
Don't sell your home. Here's what you should do instead. So, all right, we're coming. We're doing it. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Nita Applebaum. Nita Applebaum is here. I love to see you. Hi, Nita. Good to see you. She said, which area is the best bang for your buck right now? Girl, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this up. Let's see if I can do this again. I'm going to bring up Las Vegas MLS, and I'm going to go to the map. I'm going to share this in just a second. Let me pull it up and show you. Best bang for your buck. And this has to do with a couple things. It could be resale and new homes, but what you want to do is you want to look at the areas that are really growing. Let's see. There it is. Let me share this again. Share. Okay. Can you see that, Amber?
I can see it. Yeah.
All right. Let me go back to this bigger one. Okay. So if we're looking at the map here, the biggest areas of growth, in my opinion, and bang for your buck, pardon me, most bang for your buck is going to be right kind of up in this area here. So hold on, let me clear this criteria. We'll do this. So in this area, Northwest has a ton of, it's the new emerging areas you want to look at. When you're looking for bang for your buck, you want to look at the new and emerging areas. From a new homes perspective, the Northwest, at the very edge of the city, which everybody looks at this map and thinks that's so far out. Guys, from this point down to the strip, it's 22 minutes. 22 minutes. And it's
look at the freeway access everywhere over there.
So it's not far away. A lot of people go, I don't want to be more than 45 minutes away from anything. I go, you would be on the other side of town in 45 minutes. That makes no sense. So please, no, this is a lot different. So anything basically, I would say from the freeway right here across the city, which is this yellow line up, is going to be a lot of bang for your buck. You can get a lot of house up here for less than what you would have to pay elsewhere. Over here, a lot of bang for your buck as well. And then the east side, Sunrise Manor, and over here kind of where you and I kind of both grew up. So you're looking like north, northwest, and east side. I'm going to say something real quick, because a lot of people, including myself a long time ago, before I was a realtor and before I realized, oops, what are we doing here? I got to go back to our thing. Before I got into this business and actually knew the truth, North Las Vegas gets a really bad rep, like a really, really bad rep. A lot of people just don't, whatever, on forums or Facebook groups or whatever, a lot of people don't move to North Las Vegas. And that's a shame. North Las Vegas has beautiful homes. You can get like a 5 or 6 bedroom home up there with parks around you in the mountains and gated community, gorgeous, brand new stores, brand new shopping, brand new grocery stores, Walmart, so clean you could lick off the floor. You could eat off the floor in that area of town. And it's a damn shame that a lot of people have said over and over again, don't go to North Las Vegas. I will admit, growing up here, that's what we also thought. Don't go to North Las Vegas. The problem is that North Las Vegas gets lumped into one big category. It's a massive part of our city, you guys. Let me just pull this up again to show you. It is a massive part of our city. North Las Vegas, if I can pull this up and zoom in, is like from here all the way over. It's like the full top and top right section of our map. Like it's huge. So when there was something going wrong in a section of North Las Vegas, like maybe Fremont Street, where they might have homeless people or whatever, tourism and all the stuff, it gets lumped in with the whole city. North Las Vegas is an amazing opportunity. Don't your parents live in North Las Vegas?
Yeah, they do. But the thing of it is, because I find that too, like when people are like, oh, I've been told not to go here, but I'm like, that's such a big area.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. I find that people are just, they're going to prop up wherever they're from, right? So you
Mhm.
almost can't listen to them. You got to listen to your own needs. North Las Vegas is a beautiful area. And the crazy part is when we were young, the city was small. So why
Mhm.
that's still being passed? What
I don't
the
know.
area of town they were talking about was like Civic Center, which
Yeah.
is very like central area of like Las Vegas, connected to like downtown Las Vegas.
Yep.
So it's an
Yeah.
older area of town that they're saying don't move to. But North Las Vegas spans a whole wide area. They have their own
Yeah.
police department out there that's huge. They have their own fire
Well, it's
department
its
that's
own
huge out
city. It's
there.
its
Like
own city.
it's a
Yeah.
major city out there. So there's different sides of towns, just like there's different sides of towns in Las Vegas. It would
Yeah.
be considered to like like one Aliante area in North Las Vegas would be considered like you're talking about Summerlin or Henderson. So like
Yep.
it's different sides of North Las Vegas, and people
Yeah.
tend to lump it into one. Yeah.
Yeah. So North Las Vegas is amazing. And north of the freeway above is all brand new, all brand new. There's a brand new VA hospital out there. There's Aliante that you just mentioned, which has our clients actually just bought for, I think it was for $600,000. They got like a 5-bedroom, one of the most beautiful homes I've ever seen in my entire life. 5-bedroom, custom build outs, this backyard that was like a freaking half acre, this pool that I was like, was this featured on Better Homes and Gardens? Because it should be. Like crazy, crazy, amazing house for like 600 grand. And it's right by the freeway. It's 18 minutes from the strip. It's nuts. So North Las Vegas, East Side, which is older. So it'd be more like flip stuff or like some just more character, a little bit more character. And then Northwest. And that's all I've got to say about that. So going off on some tangents. Okay, we're going to take a couple more questions, then we got to head out for today, guys. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Drop it like it's hot in the comment box. Just let us know that you were here. That would be amazing. And also, quick reminder, my phone number is on the bottom of the screen. So you just let me know if you want. Okay, let's see here. We've got, are there any 55 plus homes that I can invest in? Mama's boy, thank you so much for that question. Yeah, hello, yes. In fact, I just did a video part 2 about Summerlin, part 2, everything you need to know about Summerlin. So if you're wanting to learn, it's coming out this week. Just stay tuned. Part 1 is already out. Go watch it. But in that, I start talking about just in Summerlin, the number of 55 plus communities are mind blowing. I just sold a 55 plus home, gorgeous, cute little flip in Sun City, Summerlin yesterday, handed the keys to them yesterday. And it was like $390,000. So you can absolutely invest. They're all over town, but just in Summerlin alone, the biggest area everybody wants to live, I think there were five different communities to purchase in. So yes, Mama's boy, yes. Michael Welty said, or Welty, yeah, says, in the past I was looking to buy at the Platinum, but now I'm not too sure. What's your opinion? Platinum. So Amber, you've got some experience with high-rise condo type stuff. Would you talk about your experiences in the high-rise stuff?
Yeah, I don't know Platinum too well, but for high-rise living, I mean, it's not for everybody, but like if you're not looking to maintain anything and you're looking for security, like because different security, if like there's different things, like there's things that I love about high-rise living, because I don't want to maintain a whole lot, and I don't have young kids anymore that I have to be in neighborhoods and stuff like that. So it just depends on like who you are, what you're looking for. I would probably say if you had a family, it's probably not, like the best because there's not a lot of other kids in the area and stuff like that. But if you're looking to be close to where all the action is and you don't want to maintain a whole lot, it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Just depends who you are.
Yeah. And I think the Platinum is a good option. There's also other really cool options. I think I would want to chat with you, Michael, about what you're hoping to get from the experience and then give you my take on each of the different high-rise buildings around town and what they can give you in terms of, meeting your needs. I like the Platinum. There's some dope ass layouts in the Platinum. A friend has one that's like, it's a pretty expensive one, but it's like, okay, where did this come from? And you have the front row seat to everything that's happening on the strip. So I don't hate the Platinum. I like it, but I would want to make sure that it aligns with what you need. So Michael, please don't call another realtor. Please call me. Let's talk. Let's figure it out. Okay. Johnson was just replying to what we said about rent out your home and move to Vegas or whatever. He says the problem with being a landlord is that New Hampshire is very, very far away from Las Vegas. That's why we want to make sure that you can find yourself a reputable property management company who will charge 8 to 10% or whatever they charge on top of your rent, or as whatever you're charging for rent, they take a percentage. And if rent is at a place to where you can get that money, let somebody else handle the problem. So let's still talk though, Johnson. I'm telling you, I have lots of recommendations around the country for those types of people. So still think you have options here. Dante is asking the question, when I said that from the very furthest point of Las Vegas and Kyle Canyon and Sky Canyon and all the way up there at the very edge to the Strip, I said 20 minutes. Good news for you. There's never traffic on that side of the world right now. The freeway is so damn open all the time. I don't think I've ever seen traffic on that side of the town. Have you?
I ran into some yesterday at 8 o'clock in the morning, so it might have been 25 minutes.
Maybe.
At rush hour.
It's not like rush hour. And the only traffic you're going to hit is when you get to the main freeways that take you down to the Strip. That's like that. I would say with traffic, 24 minutes, without traffic, 22, 20. Yeah. Good questions. Okay. I am Sam. Hi, Laci. Love your videos. Thank you. My wife is in the military and we are moving to Vegas next month for up to 3 years, but possibly as short as 1 year. Do you help potential renters? If so, how? Yes, we absolutely do help renters. We would love to chat with you. If you're thinking about staying for more than a year, we definitely want you to buy so you can take advantage of getting, all of the equity in the home that's going to be growing. But yeah, if you need to rent, my team will absolutely help you. Just text the phone number on the screen, or you can just click the link in the description of this video or any video in the pinned comment of any video on my channel, and you can fill out a form and my assistant will reach out to you and we'll set up a phone call. But yes, we will help you. Absolutely. Good question. Okay. Salt Lake Snow Bunny. Oh my God, how cute. Tough question. Is there an actual area that you should stay away from in Las Vegas? If not, North Vegas. That's a great question. And it is tough. It's tough. I would say this. I would say every city has pockets of a little bit of higher crime, where people are running wild. I would say downtown Vegas is something that I've lived downtown, so it didn't bother me. But downtown Vegas was something where you have to be a little more vigilant, right near like the Fremont Street, down in that area over there. Really, the best answer to your question would probably be if you could take a look at crime maps on lvmpd.com, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. They have a really cool thing on the website where you can look at crime stats and try to understand what areas of town have higher crime, and that'll probably answer your question. With that said, though, I will say there's areas of town that show higher crime. Make sure you're paying attention to the types of crimes, but that aren't necessarily areas I would avoid living. So I think it's more of a conversation of comfortability. Nobody wants to knowingly walk into a community that you're like, oh, I know my car is going to get broken into, yay. But or you have to look over your shoulder. But I'd say that sometimes there's areas that are a little bit of a street by street conversation that we need to have in Vegas. So that would be my thing. Jamal, will all new communities have an HOA? I would say 95 to 99% of them will absolutely have an HOA. Yes. And good news for you though, HOAs in Vegas are not as crazy as HOAs in other areas of the world. So we could talk a little bit about that. Good question. Okay. Last question. Let's see here. Les Morris is there a problem with having well versus tap water? No, actually, I just sold a house with well water. We just sold a house. Amber and I just sold a house last week that had a well. The process of getting that approved was a doozy, but only because it was a certain type of loan that needed extra paperwork. But no, having a well or being on public water they're both great. They're both great options. And I'd say we would want to make sure we have well tests done and that you're having the well serviced often and that you're taking care of the pH balances in the water. But there's really not a problem with either. You definitely have to already buy a house that has a well in place, or you're gonna have to pay a boatload of money to put one in. But yeah, you're good. And we're not running out of water, FYI. Go to snwa.com and watch the videos, or go to Jacob's Life in Vegas. He's got a good video out about that from a while ago.
Yeah, I would just say on that, you just have to have the certain well tests for each individual loan has their own different types of well tests. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, guys. Well, here's the deal. This is been an amazing hour. We were going to do 30 minutes. We did 52. So thank you for hanging in there with us. I'm really, really excited about the fact that we're able to share some of the market information that we're giving you. We will be back again. We're going to do Wednesdays and Fridays, guys. This is what we do. We love it. And when we're quiet and we don't come on, that means people are shopping for homes. So that means you should probably reach out to us if we're not doing live streams. It means people are shopping and we're busy. And that means you should probably get in as soon as you can. So that's my take on it. Amber, last thoughts from you?
Oh, so you always catch me. I just want to say it is so fun to talk to you guys when you're ready to buy the house and to see you through the end process. Like to see you get your keys. It's like a rush for us, a thrill for us. So definitely always feel free to give us a call and let us be a part of that process with you.
Yeah, we want to be from beginning to end for sure. So as I've said in the past, I'm going to say again, we want to help you live your best Las Vegas life. And that includes finding you the home and helping you be a part of that. So whether it's now or 10 years from now, we don't care. Please click the link in the description or the pinned comment, or just text the phone number on the screen. We want to help you, and we don't want you to go to someone else for the help. We really want to help you. Your mom's aunt, sister's cousin who said they're going to give you a good deal may give you a deal, but they're not going to give you the service that we will. And how do you know we won't give you a deal too? You won't know unless you call. So let's talk to you guys. Thank you again, Amber, for always making time. I know you've got a busy day. So thank you. And we'll see you guys Friday. Bye.